Okay, you're right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do a final piece for our still life project, and we're going to do it in the style of Jeff Koons, Roy Lichtenstein, and we're also going to make sure that we have got a still life element to it. Okay, so what we're going to do is I've got a pair of scissors here, and I've got a whiteboard pen. All right, so developing, what you're going to do is you are only going to include a background and a foreground. All right, I'll demonstrate this on the board. I may have already explained that to you. Meeting, you will include a background, a middle ground and a foreground, and exceeding, you will make sure that you layer your work effectively. Okay, and this can be done very, very easily. Bear in mind that Roy Lichtenstein and Jeff Koons do their work very, very simply. All right, they're not in masses of detail. That's exactly what you're going to do. All right, so I will do mine in the style of exceeding. Right, aiming for that target. Right, so it doesn't matter whether you do your work portrait or landscape. For this video, I will do mine portrait. Landscape, apologies. Okay, and very, very quickly. Okay, pressing on nice and light. You're going to draw one object really, really big. Doesn't matter if it goes off the page. The bigger it is, the better. Right? Because when it comes to painting and adding in your collage material, it's easier for you to manage. Okay, so there's my pair of scissors. That's my really, really, really big object. Okay, I do quite like these patterns in the scissors, so I'm just going to draw those in really, really roughly. Okay, I'm going to have a look, see if I've missed any other shapes out that I can add. Okay, that's step number one. If you think about what it is I've just done, okay, I have also put my scissors into the correct composition, or a composition that I quite like. So I have made sure that it is the golden spot composition, because I've got my drawing, well, one of the main focuses of the scissors, all right, in the top right hand corner. We could also say that it's not quite central, so it's asymmetrical. Okay, so now I'm going to draw this whiteboard pen. And then because I've gone for an asymmetrical and golden spot balance, I'm now going to draw my next object just a little bit smaller, and I'm going to draw it behind the scissors. So it's just a bit smaller. Putting in the light there. Now I'm going to draw in here, okay, the writing on the pen. But can you see here, I'm not just writing it in, I'm doing it as bubble writing. That's what I want you to do. Okay, my R would go there, my O would go there, my O would go there. So it's actually finished. Okay, and then I'll put in the low O'd a bit here. Okay. This one I will write, because the chances are I'll probably end up writing it in black pen anyway later on. Okay, these bits here I'm going to leave out. All right, it's too complicated with that in. So I've not got my foreground because my scissors are right there in front of me. I've also got the dry wipe marker, the whiteboard pen, in the middle ground, and in the background at the moment it's all just completely and utterly white. This is where we need to be a little bit more imaginative. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to focus on what can we put in the background that's reminiscent of Jeff Koons or Roy Lichtenstein, whoever you prefer. Okay, so for me, quite like Roy Lichtenstein, so therefore, okay, I'm going to add lines, diagonal lines in the corner here, okay, and I'm going to do one thick and one thin. Okay, so I'll put those in there. I also maybe like the Ben-Day dots of Roy Lichtenstein. So you can put Ben-Day dots, maybe some big ones. Don't go too small. Okay, and we can maybe do some more lines. Okay, in the style of Roy Lichtenstein. And let's have a think what else we can add in here. I quite like the Ben-Day dots. You're going to use your imagination quite a lot more than me. So I'm going to put some more down here. Okay, and again, some lines here. Okay, it's that simple. That's all you need to do. All right, once you've got to this point, what you then need to get on with is, all right, we then need to start painting. Hopefully you've pressed on really, really lightly with your lines. So therefore you don't need to worry about doing, rubbing your lines out and so on and so forth, okay? If you've pressed on too hard, you do need to take the top layer of your pencil off. So I'll leave you to do that now. Okay. What we're going to do then is you're going to start painting. All right, we've been doing plenty of painting. This week we're going to start off with the painting, however, and then next week we're going to start adding a bit of newspaper, and we're also going to add even more paint. Okay, so remember that you're starting off with your light colours first. When you're ready, start painting. What I would like you to do is stick to the colours of your artist. If you want to use an array of colours, okay, work in the style of Jeff Koons. If you want to kind of keep to Roy Lichtenstein, stick to 3 main colours. That's what Roy Lichtenstein does. So therefore, you might decide, I want to do yellow, green and red. All right, do try and blend your colours if possible. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the lighter colour. And I am going to work with an orange. So my colours are going to be orange, green, and I'll come up with the last colour shortly. Blue. Okay, so all I do, start thinking about where I'm going to paint. Remember, light colours first. Now what I am going to do here is I'm going to paint over my dots, because the dots are going to be black. I cannot use black at the moment. Okay, so at least if I just paint over them, it takes me a bit less time to paint. Okay, and when I paint black over the orange, or even I might use a marker pen, I can still see where the dots are. So it's a bit of white in there just to lighten it up. So remember, we're only using 3 colours, not including black. So therefore I'm trying to think strategically about where I'm putting those colours to start off with. So even whilst I'm painting, I'm trying to think about my composition, as I'm painting quite a lot of orange on one side because my composition is asymmetrical. And I'm starting using my lighter colour first. Once I've got everything that I want to done orange, I then go for my next colour. Okay, so I'm going for the next darkest colour, all right, which is green. Now I'm not going to go crazy with the green. Okay, all I'm going to do is start thinking about which bits could I have that are green. So at this point, I think, to be honest, quite like the idea of the Band-Aid dots being green. Now, a lot of the pop artists, they use black to outline their work, and that is what we're going to be focusing on. So if you don't worry too much about the edges being perfect, try and get them neat. Now because I've added all this green here, I feel like I need to add a bit of green on this side. Okay, so just add a touch of green on this side over here, just to balance it out slightly. Okay, and next lesson I will start to add in some blue. Okay, so I'll choose my blue wisely. And I might just put a spot of blue just here.